Okay, so we have had a little bit of situation with COVID-19. And since then, we had a problem with food. We had people with hoarding around and all that. Now, I've been pretty much a hoarder of food most of the time that I've been around. So, it was not abnormal for me to have a pantry full of food. And try to keep stock up about anywhere from 1 to 4 months worth of food at all times. Not abnormal at all. But it grew to be a little bit larger than normal when we had this COVID-19 go down, because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what kind of food we're going to be able to get into, which actually gave my food pantry a little bit of a promotion to get into things that I really wanted to do, which was get bigger space for my pantry. And so I now have tables and tables and tables and tables of food stocked up. And why? I believe this is something we should do when we have prosperity. Stock up and have food available. This way, when you have more than abundance, you can take and donate good quality food to the food pantries, to the homeless, and you can give them more. Now, all these things have expiration dates on them. They all do. But still the fact that all these things here help. But what's going to help even more is when I take and show you this. Oh yeah, here's one of the things that I really love. Look at all that tea. So I've always been a hoarder of food, and I always wanted to have a greenhouse in my house. And at first I decided to go ahead and do it, but then I didn't like the idea of having that smell in my house because of all the water on the basement floor. But I went outside today and I dug up some celery that was still in the ground. This is in December. So I decided to go ahead and go ahead and regenerate this. And what does this mean? Well, this means that I have to take all of this and I have to put a frame in here so I can get more grow lights and hang them with chains suspended. And take the 5-gallon buckets that I have. Notice this. I still have green peppers growing down here. And take the strawberry plants and all the things that are growing, like the radishes over there, and all of them, and make sure that they have available food sources and everything to continue to grow down here. And that means to go ahead and take, look at that, yellow tomatoes ripened down here. And I still have all those herbs. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what will grow now, and then go ahead and replant and organize this whole thing out. I have one small window that was never meant to be used, like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this 5-gallon bucket experiment now in here. I'm gonna get some containers for the bottom so they can hold the water better, and see what I can do here. But this would be the very beginning of this experiment, and see what happens. So this is it, 5-gallon bucket indoors. We got the 2 lights, and we're gonna go ahead and try and see. Now, water, of course, with this hose, which I found out had been cut by my person who cuts my lawn. He cut my hose, didn't tell me about it. So the only hose I have has a cut in it, which actually turned out to be a pretty good sprinkler system, so I was able to go ahead and water all these. But I'm gonna turn this into a real greenhouse now. Stay tuned, I'll show you what I do and how I do it.